the time.
Yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes the government really does have their head on right, and they really know how to help small businesses.
I mean, they're doing a great job with the people we have here. We got Bob Nelson back, who's been with us, and he's brought with them the big kahuna here, JHulitOctober, the regional administrator from the SBA. Hey, Gene, how are you?
Great, nice to be here.
Does that mean you
Hi,
write
Bob.
bigger checks than Bob?
I do, I pay his payroll, so it's huge.
Gene, are you based out of the Boston office?
Yes, I am.
But you cover all New
I
England.
cover all of New England, have the 6 New England states reporting to me.
Excellent. Well, you know, we see Bob everywhere. He's the hardest working guy I've seen.
He is.
Keep it up.
He and his staff have done a tremendous job this year.
What's going on with the SBA? You guys have had like a monster year, haven't you?
We have. We just closed our fiscal year at the end of September with the largest loan volume we've ever supported in the history of the agency.
Congratulations.
We supported over $30 billion in lending to small business across the country. And here in New England, it was a record at over $1.4 billion in New England. But the real news is Massachusetts. Massachusetts, for a very small state, had posted extraordinary numbers. And since Bob is here, I'm going to let him take the glory and talk about the numbers that they posted. But I want to, in particular, recognize Bob and his team for being the #1 supported lender for veterans in the United States.
Oh, congratulations, Bob. That's fantastic.
Great, absolutely.
And if every state in the union had the development program that Massachusetts had for small business, the country would be in a lot better shape today.
Well, I appreciate it. You know, here in Massachusetts, you know, we have a great small business team, a lot of people working together. It's not just the people that work for the SBA itself, but it's SCORE, which we talked about earlier, the Small Business Development Center, the Center for Women in Enterprise, our Veterans Center, but all the different economic development officials. There's just great synergy here in Massachusetts, and everyone's working together, trying to pull this economy up and create jobs. And you know, here in Massachusetts, as Gene mentioned, we had an all-time record year. We did about 2,000 loans for about $425 million, all-time record in Massachusetts in terms of dollars lent. And at the SBA, there are 68 district offices across the country. Massachusetts is a district to itself, and we're number 6 in the country on our 7A loan program, which is our most popular loan program. And as Gene mentioned, #1 out of 68 districts in the country on loans to veterans. So a lot of hard work, but you know, we're making some impacts and doing a great job as the small business team in Massachusetts.
Now, you just seem to have so much passion for this job, Bob, and so much energy for it. And you know, how did you get so invested?
You know, I've been working for the SBA for 14 years. I do love the agency. You know, we deal with small businesses. We see them grow. We help them resolve problems. We do workouts and turnarounds, but helping businesses to start and to provide for families. It's just extremely rewarding, the touch that we have, and I love working for the SBA.
Bob, you've brought some of your companies that you've helped on, and we see how they appreciate your services. You had one gentleman on, my memory isn't as good as it used to be, that started with one by himself cleaning offices, and has now 500 employees.
Good memory, Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the SBA 100. You know, the SBA. You know, we did a promotion. It's still ongoing as far as businesses that have created over 100 jobs since they started working with the SBA, and that was Anthony Samuels of Dunright Building.
Sorry,
a great business.
I couldn't remember. You know,
Well, that's an amazing story, because again, these are companies that are creating more tax revenue for the government. They're creating employment for people. They're doing all the right things, and the people you've brought on so far, they're more than just entrepreneurs. These are outstanding members of the community. You can tell these are nice people, and I assume there's some kind of vetting too, that you know that you are looking for people that you really believe in, not just have a good business model.
Absolutely, you know, SBA, we have criteria. You know,
I apologize to Jim.
You know, but we do. We have a lot of great small businesses, and it's fun to have them on here so that they can share their story and let your audience know what they've done, how they've done it, and the help that they obtained. A lot of people don't know about the resources that are available here in Massachusetts, and anything that we can do to try to get the word out about the programs that SBA has and our partners that are helping. You know, that's what we need to do. So appreciate you having us here.
So tell us, Gene, you got Bob working here, but you've also got 5 other states that you work with as well.
That's correct. And they're all just as equally committed and hardworking as Bob and the Massachusetts District Office.
It must be good leadership.
Well, obviously I take full credit for everything, but honestly, I just want to say that working for the agency is terrific, because the important thing is, getting jobs, getting this economy going again. And we have seen since 2010, when the economy started creating net new private sector jobs, 60% of those have been created by small business. So if we're not doing the things to help small business, we're not going to grow as an economy. We're not going to recover from this recession. And I'm really pleased to say that what we do, one of the many things we do is guarantee loans, so the banks will keep credit flowing. And that was really important when the credit crisis hit back in 2008, began in 2007. Small businesses disproportionately had their credit restricted. We had about a 14, almost 15% decline in small business loan outstanding during that period of time, over $100 billion. But over the last 5 consecutive quarters, small business credit has been easing, and we have seen a 19% increase from last year this time to this year in loans to small business. So things are turning around on the credit side. Obviously, with our guaranteeing $30 billion in the last year, we've been a big part of that solution. But what's really important is that we keep this momentum going. We have to provide the tools and the resources to the small businesses so that they continue to create jobs and reinvest in their companies.
Gene,